Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I do appreciate that, and as always, I appreciate you. So I come across this here right now. It says tsunami alert issued after a massive 7.0 magnitude earthquake strikes east of Australia. It says the tsunami alert issued after a massive earthquake struck off the coast of Australia. The 7.0 magnitude quake hit near the Loyalty Islands in New Caledonia on Monday. It says the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said hazardous tsunami waves were possible, and also that people in Vanuatu's southern provinces advised to evacuate coastal areas. It says an initial earthquake was followed by another measuring 5.1 on the Richter scale. Now, before we get into this even more, there's actually been a lot more earthquakes just today, the 19th, November 19th, and I wanted to show those to you because it doesn't mention it in that article. But here you can see 6.4, 40 miles from New Caledonia. That was a 6.4 at 4:25 a.m. And then we have this one here at 10:09 a.m. there was another 6.6 that was actually a little bit closer, 35 miles from New Caledonia. And then at 11:08 a.m. they had a 5.9, 38 miles from New Caledonia. And this was the one that the article is about, the 7.0, which was initially registered as a 7.3. Now this one happened at 5:43 earlier today. Now this was the one that's caused the tsunami warnings. Now there was also one at 7:09 p.m. as well, but it was only a 5.8. But that's 5 major earthquakes, 5.8 or higher, 5.8 to 7.0 that has struck in the New Caledonia, Vanuatu area. So something's going on in this area. I don't know what, because obviously I'm not an expert. But obviously there is something major happening in this area right now. It goes on to say that a tsunami alert has been issued after a massive earthquake struck off the east coast of Australia. It says the 7.0 magnitude quake hit near New Caledonia's Loyalty Islands, as we mentioned. This was on Monday around 9:43 a.m. local time. Now you got to keep in mind that they're ahead of us as far as time and whatnot, because it's actually currently Sunday where I'm living here in Ohio. But it goes on to say that the Pacific Tsunami Warning said hazardous tsunami waves were possible within 300 kilometers of the epicenter. Now it also goes on to say the agency later reported that tsunami waves had been observed and issued an alert for New Caledonia and Vanuatu. Now you can see this is the same area right in this big circle where all these earthquakes hit. 5 today. There was some a few days ago as well, magnitude 6 plus. So something is definitely going on in this area. Now don't forget, I don't remember the name of the volcano right now, but there is also a volcano on Vanuatu that has been super active as well. So I don't know if possibly these earthquakes, these underwater quakes, have anything to do with the volcano there. But it goes on to say that waves as high as 1 meter above the high tide mark are forecast to hit New Caledonia, with smaller waves expected in Vanuatu. It says the actual size of the waves will vary depending on the coastline, with barrier reefs reducing wave height. The PTWC warned that the initial wave may not be the largest. It says that the quake was centered around 68 kilometers northeast of Tsunami at a depth of 10 kilometers, and was followed by another measuring 5.1 on the Richter scale just minutes later. See, it's not mentioning the other 4 that happened today, though, because this one's not mentioned on what I just showed you either, the smaller one. But it goes on to say that government agencies responsible for threatened coastal areas should take action to inform and instruct any coastal populations at risk. Let's see here. It goes on to say that persons in threatened coastal areas should stay alert for information and follow instructions from the national and local authorities. Communications manager at Hotel Nengan Village on the island of Mare, which is the closest landmass to the epicenter, said he was waiting for instructions. He also goes on to say that we are a little bit scared. We have an earthquake We said we had an earthquake last night, and today it was quite a big one, he said. So, you know, that he does mention one of the ones he's probably talking about earlier in the morning, but there was a total of 5, that they're not even mentioning 4 of those here. But it goes on to say that there's no immediate damage, but guests were on alert for a formal evacuation warning. It says Vanuatu's National Disaster Management Office advised people in the southern provinces to evacuate coastal areas for higher ground. New Caledonia's Civil Security Agency said it was still compiling data and was not planning to evacuate immediately. It says there is no tsunami threat to the coastlines of Australia, New Zealand, or Hawaii, according to authorities. It says the quake comes just days after a magnitude 6.4 earthquake struck about 70 kilometers east of the Loyalty Islands. Now, see, it seems like these are moving closer. These earlier quakes were further out, whereas these quakes that happened just today, 5 of them today, were in the range of 35 to 47 kilometers out, I believe. 35 to 47 miles out. So let's see here. So yeah, it's about the same distance. I apologize for that. So they all have been over the past few days hitting in this same area. So to me, something has to be going on, right? Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing this story with you guys. But you know, if you have an explanation, please let me know, because I'm honestly interested. Because I mean, like I said, they're not even mentioning the other 4 that happened today in this area. But I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for if there is any more updates, first and foremost, I'm definitely gonna get those out to you, especially as far as the tsunami waves go, because there was a tsunami wave alert issued, and also tsunami waves have been detected. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens as far as that goes. But other than that, thank you for supporting the channel and watching these videos. You know, we're growing every day, and that's because of you, and I appreciate every single one of you. But be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below as well. You know, any little bit of help does help. And also turn on that bell notification as well if you'd like to get my videos as soon as they're uploaded. But I hope you have a great day. Peace.